get to a little more positive talk here, though.
Oh, yes. Ooh.
Let's talk about Elijah Chatman, who is now like the defensive star of the preseason since Johnson, the linebacker, is out now. He kind of takes over that role. You know, he's impressed us obviously in the first preseason game, but now, he's got to play the preseason. You know, so last week he comes in, gets a sack against the Lions. You know, and then now this week he comes in, and you see that big body chasing down a running back in the game. That was Elijah Chatman, guys. Undrafted rookie free agent, a guy that was left for dead as far as the draft goes, and was picked up cheap as anything. That's what undrafted rookie free agents are. He flat out chased down running back J.J. Taylor in that game. Like, guys, if you haven't seen the video, I wish we could put the video up here. We have to get, we got to get an agreement with NFL media. But it's like, this was the kind of game that you look at, and you're looking just for people that are going to separate themselves. People that are say, you know what? Who's the guy I really want to keep that might be on the bubble? This is the guy that was on the bubble. And he keeps trying to pop that bubble and put himself onto that roster. And I think that was the one who did it. Like, if you don't want a guy who runs his tail off and busts his hump to go ahead and get a running back in a preseason game, when the game don't matter, all the starters are out, and here he is still busting his hump like that. If you don't want a player like that, you're crazy.
Yeah.
You talk about culture changes, winning attitudes. That's it right there. That's it.
That's the type of guy that's going to change your locker room for you.
Yes. 100%. And we need some change, guys. We need some change. And, you know, he's impressed during camp. He's impressed now in both preseason games. And we've been talking about it. Somebody in this defensive line group is going to step up and be the third starter with Nacho and Dex. I'm not so sure it's Chatman. I think he's going to start off on the bench. But he's going to roll. He's going to carve out a little role for himself, I think. I think he's going to be that kind of player that you're not going to see him necessarily start, but you're going to see him come into the games as a rotational piece. And he's not going to be sitting on the bench the whole game, that's for damn sure. And if you can get yourself that kind of role as an undrafted rookie free agent, you've done something right. That's a win. That's something you can hang your hat on and say, that's impressive. I did that. Now let's see if I can take it to the next level and take a starting job next year. I'm not saying be complacent and say you're done. Like, yeah, I made it. But like, you can't.
I did it.
You cannot expect an undrafted rookie free agent to come in the league and blow it up and ball out. It doesn't really happen. And you hear about the Victor Cruz example. That's the one you always get. Well, guys, remember, what's going to happen to Victor Cruz? He got injured the first year. He didn't play. So it just come out of nowhere. He got to sit for a year with the coaches and learn things without the stress of having to go through the actual regular season. It was just kind of work on yourself here. And he came back and balled out. I know people bring up the Jets game he had that year and everything in the preseason. He didn't do the regular season. It doesn't count. I'm just saying, like, you don't see it. So, you know, good for Chatman, though. Love to see a guy hustle like that, and, you know, hope to see more good things out of him here.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please.